Hello, this is Cherie from Thimblebook Embroidery. I just thought I would come on today to briefly talk about ironing in small spaces. This is my sewing space and it is very small. I started out using this sleeve ironing board for all of my ironing, but very quickly it became too small for everything that I needed to do. I thought about upgrading to a tabletop ironing board or one of those rollout ironing pads, but that little area is really too small for using either one of those as a solution. And truth be told, I generally use that tabletop area for holding my fabric while I sew. So I didn't want to iron right there. So I ended up upgrading to a full size ironing board, and this ironing board is the Brabantia B ironing board. You all may find that getting a full size ironing board is the best thing to do, even though you have an extremely small space, simply because uh, sewing just requires so much ironing. Um, and my ironing board, even though it's large, it lives right there against the wall, and that could be a solution for you, or perhaps it's not a solution for you. And if it's not a solution, then there are other options out there. In a few seconds, I'm going to show you the Barbantia B ironing board, but then we're also going to travel to my computer and I'm going to show you a few other options. So this is the Barbantia B ironing table at its full height. I'm just going to zoom in so you can see a little more closely. These are all the different heights that the Barbantia B can go to. There's several different heights there. The thing that I really like about this ironing board is the ironing pad is pretty thick, and it has this here to ensure that the ironing pad doesn't slide around. And then you have this right here that holds the legs when the ironing table is in storage, so that those legs are not dangling around. That is absolutely fantastic, I think. And this right here is for holding the iron in place. I'm on the fence about that one. I like it and I don't like it. I like it because I can store my iron there while I am ironing, but it also inhibits me from being able to use this flat side of the ironing surface for ironing. Instead, I have to use the small sleeve end for getting into corners, which I generally would not do. The other problem is that when this is being utilized, I can only have the ironing board turned one way because of I have very limited plug outlets. So that's something to think about. Other than that, I really like this ironing board, and I'm pretty sure I'll be using it for many years to come as it's pretty sturdy. Hello, I'm just going to show you a few options that are available for ironing in a small space. This is the rollable ironing blanket, and it is a good option for like rolling out on a bed or some other hard surface and ironing that way. The next option is, of course, the tabletop ironing board. It's a great option, but you have to have a tabletop to place this on. Some have decided to hack an IKEA card. I believe it's the Raskog IKEA card. I actually have that one. You can place a tabletop ironing board on that. And there's little tutorials about how to do that. But it's a great option for you. The next option is to just cover a piece of board with quilt batting and fabric and use that as your ironing surface. This works really well, but you have to have the proper space to do that. This person here has used a bookcase. I suppose they put their fabric there or their patterns and then just place the board on top for ironing. The last option that I wanted to show is the door ironing board option. Now, door ironing boards work well, but these little things here at the top of them are problematic because they can mark up your door. Um, so those are all the options I have for you there. I hope you like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.